There we go. Hey everybody, welcome to Legacy's Grasp, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. We're currently in our first season, 3rd week, 1st hour. I think we traveled a lot last week.
Yeah, it was a traveling montage.
Yeah.
You guys, it's about 11 a.m. You guys are just outside of Redancer. Is it the 3rd week?
Yeah? Well,
Yes.
it's third
Yeah.
game week.
Third, yeah, it's 3rd week.
Third game.
Who knew? All right, so you guys are on your quest to do whatever you're supposed to do. I'm not entirely sure what you guys are deciding, but it sounds like you're deciding it. You've got a number of quests to do. You're heading to Redancer. You're just outside of Redancer, and I believe you just noticed on the left-hand side there was a former house that's been burned to the ground, but not recently.
Mm-hmm.
And you are just outside of town. High noon.
Oh, fuck, get covered.
Did
When you say just outside, can we see the walls of the gate or the city, or?
Yeah, you could see like forms coming into shape in the distance. It's a town. It's a farm town, so everything's spread out.
Okay.
But downtown, quote unquote, is up ahead.
Okay, as far as we can tell. Okay.
It's about another hour before you get there. So that would be like 5 miles, I think.
There's no smoke billowing from there, right?
I believe there was some smoke, but not much.
No. Okay.
It did end up looking like fire, as in terms of the smoke, or not like just little chimneys, smoke coming off that way, but actual.
It's not a forest fire type.
Okay.
Plus, you would probably see the light.
Blinded by.
I mean, it is high noon and all, but
Outside of character.
traveling.
What
Are you
we-
guys continuing to travel along? Did you want to go investigate this burned down farmhouse?
I want to go investigate it.
I prefer to keep my distance.
So do
but
you
I'll
just
watch
hop
them
off the
investigate
wagon
it.
and start going over? Or?
Yeah, it's a piece.
You hop off the front or the back of the wagon? This is
The
important.
back.
Oh, okay.
Well, if I would have saw a guy jumping off, I probably would have jumped off too.
I don't think we're going at a very fast pace, right? It's not like a.
We're going like
Not,
70
we're
miles
not
an hour.
really going breakneck. Maybe
This horse
break
is-
chin.
Bomb.
So you guys are having a jump off the back of the wagon contests. Is that what I just heard?
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Sure.
I'm gonna jump off and roll, do acrobatics.
So when you jump
Oh,
off,
nice.
you're in some substantial armor, right, guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's probably making some noise, and yeah. So Reeves like, are we stopping here? And he kind of slows down the cart.
Just go a bit slower.
Okay. And he goes slower.
Mm-hmm. That way they can catch up.
So, what are you guys doing as you're going towards the farmhouse? It's like a 30-foot kind of pathway towards the farmhouse. There's a farm field on the left that's kind of overgrown, and one on the right.
I'm just staying in the wagon, observing this.
I think I probably would have been watching the left side for movement.
Also
Is-
looking on the ground, seeing if there's anything dropped as well.
There's lots of tracks here. Like lots of movement.
Okay, it doesn't look good.
Tracks.
Like the wagon, like, I'm assuming I'm up front in the wagon with Reeve.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just stand up and look in the opposite direction that those guys went.
Like the other way,
Keep watch
On the other side of the field?
side, yeah. Like I
or
assume.
just like trying to think like
Actually,
if we
I'll
got
just, like 360, just watching it everywhere.
okay.
Detect on autocast.
I think that's a roll, is it not?
Probably, yeah.
Let's see your active perception roll. Unless you have, I don't have the sheets open.
14. Very, very 14.
14. You don't see anything.
Alright.
It's quiet for you guys who are walking towards the farmhouse.
Too quiet.
Okay.
I say, I think that one's probably already been cleaned out.
Well, we're just
Just
looking
as a
for.
general chat to.
Oh, you're not talking to me.
He's not near you, by the way. He's back
Oh,
on the
you-
cart.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
just
what I'm saying. I
pieced
want
that together.
I mean, you could probably hear it. It's so quiet right now. I mean, there's only the wind, if any breeze.
Okay, so with it being that quiet there, I probably would have pulled out the trident, just in and have it kind of prepared in case anything decides it wants to come out.
Okay.
What was that? The wind.
So, guy, you see these tracks? Do you point them out or anything, or you just take a note?
I'm gonna just take them. Wait, do they look fresh? Can I really tell?
They don't look fresh, but it looks like a lot of bodies passed through here.
Okay, humanoidish.
Yep.
Okay. I'll probably point it out to all the guys whenever I make it back there.
And like we're talking tracks in all different directions.
All different directions. Okay. Maybe if
Probably like tracks of people trying to put out a fire.
or people starting a fire.
Or
Or that,
running
I don't
from
know.
the fire.
Or
No,
both.
they're probably It's probably nothing really inside if it's burned to a crisp. So I guess just maybe.
Like
Just the
there's no
orphan
roof.
corpses.
All that's left is like the framework. And even the framework cinders.
Okay.
Is there any kind of cellar or basement by chance?
I don't know.
I'm just gonna go ahead and go back to the cart and tell them about the tracks.
You did that wrong. It's not I don't know, it's you don't know.
Sorry.
If you don't know, then we're screwed.
I would have looked.
I know you don't.
That's better.
Okay.
My apologies.
I will restate that then and said I would go up to the burnt house and see if I can locate.
You fall into the cellar.
Where are you looking?
Like, are you like jumping on the bird? Like,
No, I would have just been like checking the
The outer
surrounding.
edges?
Yeah, not actually going into the house at all.
Roll a perception.
Okay.
You didn't find anything.
Okay.
There's too much rubble. It's all burnt and just black cinders all over the place, just kind of like from the building falling apart as it burned.
you'd think they'd never seen a burnt house before.
Have you?
Remember that
He's a
time?
mage that casts fireball.
Never mind.
After,
A couple.
after that and not locating anything on that, I probably would have looked at the ground at that point and seen if I could recognize any tracks, if there was tracks.
Oh, there's tracks everywhere.
Okay. And the
That one's
only
Bill's.
Considering what. Just, sorry. Go ahead, Scott.
the only fresh ones would be the ones I'm leaving, I'm assuming.
And guys, yes.
Okay.
And there's like a lot of tracks, so it's hard to make out what's what.
Are they running into the field or are they running back towards the road?
Yes.
On both, okay.
And around. And
I guess.
towards the town and away from the town.
Do I see any kind of like a well or anything that's near the house?
You see a well in the field.
Okay.
It's like 50 feet from you. The field's overgrown with vegetation right now, but you can see that there was kind of like a path that's now just kind of overgrown with grass,
Okay.
like tall grass. It's not overgrown with the vegetation in the sense of like corn kind of stalks.
Yeah, it's
overgrown.
unkept.
But around the well is overgrown corn.
Corn.
What was our task? Excuse me, out of character.
Which task?
Like to the rest of the group, what had we decided what we were?
Pass through this town and head on to help look for the king.
Okay. I'm gonna say, I don't think the king's in there.
But isn't one of our quests the bandits, right?
Cultists.
I thought they were bandits.
No, they were called.
Well,
Cultists.
it's easy to get confused.
They were cultist bandits.
Do you guys? Does everyone know what's on play here? Like, I think you could look at your journal and maybe see. Was it written in there anywhere?
Thinking maybe orcs.
Did you guys write it down?
Well, I
Somewhere.
wrote down orcs.
You could always ask in character to someone. Maybe they'd answer. I don't know. You could try it that way.
Sure, I'm gonna go back and ask everyone. I'll actually ask Ezekiel on it. Does this look like maybe something orcs might have done, since they're maybe in the area?
Could be.
So, don't know if Guy mentioned it, but I found a lot of tracks, obviously from, I would assume, people trying to put it out, but probably people started it as well.
I don't see anybody here right now. What do you want to do? Unless
No, I
you
don't
got
think
something
I
pressing or
haven't
something
found
to do,
anything,
we've
so-
got a king to save.
Yeah, I say I haven't found anything.
It's just
so-
something I think we'd like to know in case we have an encounter on the way to the king. You know what I mean? I mean, what can we do but just keep continuing right now? But just something to have a heads up on.
Okay, so we had sea monster, cultist, missing king, orcs, Lord Vincent was the shooting star thing.
I just picture your character like going through this like list, like
Yeah.
oh, it could be this one. This is clearly a journal, dear diary.
Pretty much.
Well, I'll get back on the cards. Well, I was trying to see if I might find anything, maybe what might be of help to what we might be going into town with, or
The cart's currently stopped, by the way. So, because Breve wasn't sure if you wanted to keep going, because
I'm gonna tap his
like
shoulder. Yeah.
100 feet from you guys. So,
Since I'm sure
shoulder.
Ezekiel is watching the front, I'm going to be watching out the back of the cart.
well, Ezekiel just kind of stood up and just started looking around, because as the cart came to a stop, and he was looking around everywhere.
Yeah.
He didn't see anything. You gonna try to?
I'm just looking back though, so I mean,
All right, take a spy.
I'm gonna look at Eli and give a sly smile and say, "You don't think it was the sea monster, do you?"
You don't see
yes, I
anything.
see the sea monster. He's right over there.
It's coming out of the well. Oh wait, and it's just corn.
Oh well, I'm on the cart. I'll put away the trident.
Good idea.
He puts away the harpoon.
Reeve starts to talk. Should I start going again?
Yes, go Reeve.
Like,
Do be mindful of any sea monsters, Reed.
sea monsters? You on land? You think?
Don't mind
No,
him.
not really.
It's
I
the
don't.
trolls you gotta watch out for.
Snaps the reins,
The trolls.
and the horses come to a trot and start going towards the city.
Good. Good take,
I'll
Jenna.
continue like active
Yeah.
perception.
Yeah, I'll keep watching behind the cart, see if there's anything following or for movement.
Me too.
How far are you guys going to continue this? Just all the way into town?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, how far from like, yeah, like every
It's like
time
4 miles.
every time we came across something
I'm-
that was like a change in the landscape that could
Out of-
cause somebody to like,
Out of the ordinary?
Yeah, or like a.
Every
Things that
time
would
you
be out
pass
of
a
the ordinary.
structure,
Like you see the cat.
every time you pass by or come near a structure, you'll do a perception check. Is that what I'm kind of getting?
Anywhere where I think we could get ambushed.
Well, structure, grow a bunch of trees, particularly tall spots of grass.
The field's coming close to the
The
road.
fence looks funny.
Okay.
The fence looks funny.
There's clearly
I'm
someone hiding
paranoid.
behind that tree.
All right. I'm just gonna
Strikes
put a
fire
break in here.
fireballs and anthills.
Fire ants.
Fire ants. That's probably what it was.
Everyone
Burned
who's
down the
looking,
building.
give me a perception check.
There was fire ants that burned down that building.
And at what point? Never mind. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Perception.
Caleb's like, butterfly.
Core.
Yeah. Pretty much, he is.
About what mine is too.
Well, you
All
can ask the butterfly what
So
happened.
everyone had their perception checks, and we're good to go. So, Jack, which way were you looking?
I'd probably just be looking around. I was probably facing towards the back of the curtain, kind of just looking
Sweet.
back and forth. Yeah.
Okay. So
Probably.
you're going to come closer. You're going to notice as you're getting closer to town, there's more of the same. There's buildings that have been destroyed and or burned. There's no smoke from any of these buildings on the outskirts that you're seeing. You all will notice that there's a little bit of smoke coming from towards the town that's not hard to miss.
So there's no corpses, there's no nothing, there's just burnt buildings and foot tracks?
Burnt buildings and foot tracks. Absolutely no corpses.
Is there any, like on the posts or anything like that, is there any, like, weapon marks?
Yes.
But none of the food has been taken.
How many incinerated buildings have we gone by now, approximately?
You've traveled 4 miles. You probably went by about, I don't know, 12.
All of the corn and stuff was all there. It doesn't look like anyone's gathered crap. They just burned the building.
Corn was definitely on the stock,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know if you guys didn't see anything else that I saw.
And you're saying it's
Okay.
overgrown, like the field is unkept?
Yeah.
Which is, that doesn't make sense. I mumble.
So it was put in for the harvest.
I think the corn did it.
It was sowed,
It's
but
the
then
children in the corn.
The children of the corn, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe they burned it themselves, pulling back, but no, they wouldn't leak the food. They would have burnt that too. So it's not that for sure.
Why do you
And-
I'm asking this like in full character, like why is the farm unmanaged?
Like,
Like,
there's
this-
trampled vegetation. You've seen trampled vegetation.
Like, this place just burnt to the ground. The farm, like, the field shouldn't be this overgrown yet.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless it was evil druids. And I sideways at Caleb, asking for opinions.
Just because the buildings were recently burned, it doesn't mean people were in those buildings.
Well, the footstep or the tracks seem to indicate differently.
Right, but
Caleb,
what
you
I'm
have
implying
nature,
is
right?
it doesn't mean
I
there was
do.
activity.
It's not very high, but
Or
yeah.
incinerate.
But it's a
Like,
proficient skill.
No, not really.
They may
don't
have
have
been
a
long
nature.
abandoned.
Intelligence
And
thing.
then
It's not
later.
really-
What proficiencies do you have in
Uh,
your skill tree?
survival, perception, and animal handling. That's it.
Animal husbandry.
Wow.
Insight?
Animal husbandry?
Insight into animal husbandry? No.
That's something everyone needs.
But insight is based off of wisdom. Would that tell me anything?
I'm taking a look.
Checks decides whether you can determine the true intentions of. Oh, never mind.
No, this insight is not.
Not that. Not that.
Communicate with the badgers in the area. They'd know something.
Actually, Caleb, roll survival.
Let's go.
Yeah, just click.
Ah, oh. I'm a dumb druid.
How do you breathe?
I just gently pat him on the head.
There.
What is this yellow substance on the cob?
You know that, I guess, nature wins.
Yes.
That's what you know.
Nature finds a way.
No.
Nature finds a way.
Oh.
Somebody's
I
got a
know
glass of water.
nothing.
Yeah.
Somebody's got a glass of water and it starts shaking.
You know, I don't know. I don't know if druids had anything to do with it. I
They
can't really
probably
tell.
did. That would be the best bet for this.
This
It
is
was
beyond my skill.
There was probably a group of druids reclaiming this area.
Okay, as we're
I
getting
think-
closer to the town.
I just wanted to say something first, but I
Okay,
was going to
sorry,
say,
go ahead.
because I think Zojak's got it right. I think perhaps the village was abandoned
Sea
before
monster.
it was ransacked.
Yeah.
Can I? Is there like you said there was weapon marks? Like is there like a lamppost or something that has the weapon marks on it or something? Like where are the?
The weapon marks you'd see would be on the fence post because you didn't get off the cart to go look at any of the houses.
When I see one like coming up, I'll jump off and run up to it.
Like, it doesn't make any sense that someone would use an axe to put in a post.
Can I inspect the markings to get an idea of the size and the type of axe?
You're asking Jerks to stop or whatever his name is?
No, I said I'd jump off
Jerks.
and run ahead. Like
Okay.
His name is not Jerks.
Jerk is dead.
Don't
Yeah, you
doom this man.
You can do that. Go ahead and jump off and look at the marks on one.
Okay, I do that.
Please stop the Jeep, Jerks, a second.
Yeah, I'm
Well, I
gonna give
asked
you this
for
one.
something later.
Due to your history, I'm gonna give you this one. It's a big axe.
Big axe, as in bigger than a normal sized man would wield,
Like a great axe.
like a great axe. Okay.
So a man wielding this would be a great axe.
Is there a lot of these marks?
There's different types of marks all the way down the fence.
Made by this same weapon?
It looks like these are more like deflection-based slashes.
I like your CSI investigation of the axe drops.
Well, like we're talking like
Enhance.
it's not purposely hitting the fence. You'd notice if it was trying to slice the fence apart.
Right. They're being deflected and hitting it by mistake.
On closer inspection, you notice a trajectory has caught some hairs from
Yeah.
a human.
I'd
So
actually
explain
like-
this in the sense like
I'd
okay,
like to get some string and like recreate the scene and like draw like
This looks
analyze the
similar
blood
to
splatter.
someone hacking on a training dummy. This looks similar to someone hacking on a training dummy.
Okay, but the marks all appear. Sorry, from the same weapon or different one?
They're mostly slashes.
From the same sized weapon.
Possibly multiple.
It's hard to tell if they're all from the same type of weapon,
Okay,
Cool.
but it's
but they're
big.
slashing.
It's big and axey.
Yeah,
There may be multiple perpetrators.
Big and axey.
the one that you saw, the
Potentially
sizable
a different weapon.
smash mark, because it's not like every once in a while. It's like it's rare that you saw like it's like here's one, and then like 200 feet down here, here's another one. So you
Okay.
just stopped at the next nearest one.
Gotcha.
It's not like they're trying
It's
to.
not like a fence post like beat the shit out of.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not like this is my job. I'm the fence post.
It's just going down.
Yeah, it's gonna fight every fence post here.
Gotcha.
Although now I'm gonna make that guy.
Fight everything.
Hey, you guys.
He's
Fence
just
post,
running
no.
to every fence post. Show that fence post.
I call him Woody. Okay, then I'll run up and jump back on the cart.
What'd you see? Says Reed.
No kidding.
The crime trail of a man named Chuck.
What?
You know,
There's
how much
something-
wood would a
yeah.
woodchuck chuck?
These marks were made by a very large axe, a great axe.
Hmm?
I turned back, the kind of acts favored by the leader of the orcs, according to what we've been told.
Are you currently holding one of those on your back or something, Fia?
Yeah. Like this?
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
Well, clearly she's the one who did it. I laugh.
Yeah, and you're the one that burnt the place to the ground.
Exactly. We're in criminals.
Did you?
Okay, as for the perception rolls earlier, I didn't give anything to Darren. If anyone doesn't... Did you have more conversation? No. Okay, so Darren...
The awkward side.
Yeah.
You see up ahead there was movement in town. You're about a half mile out.
The actual town? Like, does it look like normal town activity? Or...
No.
No, okay.
There's... You saw movement duck behind a structure there's rubble on the right-hand side. There's rubble on the left-hand side. There's some buildings that look intact, some that don't.
And there's... Okay.
You saw movement.
I put my hands on, like, Jertz's reins, and I just say, stop.
Jertz.
Jertz's, Reeves' reins, and I just say, stop.
Like, woes the horses.
Yeah. I turn back, and I say, ambush ahead.
I sigh.
Okay.
I'm ready the trident.
What are you doing with the trident?
I'm getting ready. I'm getting in that pose. Start looking back around, getting ready to throw it.
Are you standing up on the cart now, holding your trident, looking around?
You did notice that Ezekiel was looking ahead of you?
I looked that way.
Okay.
Young Caleb, are you able to move undetected?
Not really. I can
Okay.
cast a fog cloud, but I'd have to rest and prepare for that.
Okay, you're not particularly stealthy or anything like that?
No.
Wrong campaign.
No, sometimes druids have that.
You hear from a voice in the distance.
Yeah.
Is that the wind?
Oh, Dermot was pretty stealthy for a ranger. I just like glance at everybody else and like, okay, nope. I guess we're taking this head on.
I don't think any of us are really that stealthy, are we? I'm looking around.
Yeah, this is gonna be a in-your-face kind of approach, I guess.
Oh yeah!
A way to get around town, like a cart bypass or something?
There's
do
no
we really
cart.
have to go through the ambush?
Like past
There's
them
no
into the
cart
town.
Bypass.
Like past them, I can see into the town.
Yeah.
And there's no activity in the town.
You're a certain distance away.
Like I should be able to see like. I don't
Hold
know.
on a second.
I
I'm
don't
going
know.
to transfer you to the page.
Yeah, I'm just not sure like if I would be able to tell from this distance whether something's wrong in the town.
Once I've
Do I have
been
to
made
load the
aware that
tokens
there's
on
an
each
ambush,
page?
I'm going to be...
At
Sorry.
the top.
I have a question. Do I have to load the tokens into each page, or did you drag and drop them?
You just drag and drop the tokens back on the page.
How do you do that again? You're gonna open your sheets individually and.
No, not open the sheets. You just go to where. Hang on. It make more sense, fella. Yeah, go to characters and just grab our characters and throw them on the page. Just like
Gotcha.
grab me and just drag and drop me. And
Heard
grab
that.
them and blow
Okay,
me.
I'm gonna do this while you guys figure out what you're doing,
Okay.
and then I'll show you. What
Yeah, I
you-
was just saying that once we've been made aware that there's an ambush, I'm going to be kind of looking out a little more than I was before, so that we're not being flanked.
I kind
to
of.
answer-
I
You can see into the town, Darren, but you can't see more. Like, there's a structure on your left, a few buildings that you can't see past. Okay?
Okay.
You can see all the way down the road into the main section of town. You know from experience that the guild hall is the center of town. That's on your right,
Yeah.
and you can kind of see the edge of that building, but you can't see around the building to the left because it's mostly intact.
But this is like midday, and I
Yeah.
can see straight through, not a soul.
Not a single soul can you see.
Okay. Like,
at the moment.
something is very wrong, I say out loud. There's no move. There's nothing going on in the town.
They're either all holed up or already dead.
We've got friends up ahead. When I'm saying this, I'm like continuing to look forward, kind of making it nonchalant that we're planning their destruction.
Yep. I'm about to unveil. I just need a second.
What's
So are we gonna go through?
Hold on, I think they want to see what they're looking at.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say.
Does it? So, since you're saying that, I'm gonna put away the trident. I'm actually gonna pull up the javelins.
So you're just randomly equipping and putting away weapons?
Yep.
I'm gonna what like out of the corner of my mouth, I'm like, what's your preferred combat style, mages?
I think we're losing.
Distance. No, I'm thinking, actually. I'm sure it looks like I'm passing out. I'm thinking.
All right, are you guys starting to see some stuff here?
Yep.
Yeah.
So the stuff on if you're facing down, okay, so you're now facing south.
Yep.
The stuff on your right is rubble.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The black line is the path.
The black line is the road, yeah.
Okay.
And you know that the guild hall, I'm gonna cover that area. I'm still trying to figure out, is pretty much right near that center of town, right? So you saw stuff duck in behind right here, going to the right.
And what is
Okay.
what is that brown square? Like BR or something?
Rubble?
This is just rubble here.
No,
Yeah,
this one, the one they ducked behind. Right.
that's like a building.
Building?
It's still half standing,
Okay.
What does the rubble look like?
and it's not. The rubble looks like, if you were to take a building, if you were to take a building, smash it to smithereens, and burn some of it, that's what the rubble would look like. So
Okay, so it's just big pile.
Be a big pile, maybe
With
10
a wall.
feet high in places, and if you're lucky.
like, remember how I described the post was like shattered or whatever?
Uh-huh.
That's what this house looks like.
Okay. So I say first building on the left, the rubble. They're behind there.
Yes.
Yeah.
But when you say like you're going south,
I'm facing down. Yeah, so it's my
Yeah,
left,
okay.
right? Yeah.
right? This is right.
Yeah.
Right on
This
the
is-
map, it's okay. So it's east, the eastern
left.
building.
That's right.
Really? Did you just
East, west.
the eastern building? They're behind that one.
That's where you saw movement. Yeah. And a duck, you just missed what you didn't get a chance to see what it was because you were too far away when you saw that.
And on the way there on the road, like on the side of the road, is it just kind of like field or pasture or stuff like that? Like no obvious,
here?
no cover, basically.
Over here?
That's the overgrown field, but after that,
Over here?
yeah.
It's just more of the same. This is contained in a fence. This is not. This is like actual
Open.
grasslands.
Just grasslands? Okay.
So you can actually see through here better than you can see through here.
Okay.
I would have wanted to, actually, I'll, when you said that you saw them duck behind that, I'm going to point towards this if it's tall enough. You said some spots it could be. How tall?
Like it's hard to say. Like it's rubble, so you can duck down and get complete cover behind it.
Okay.
But there's certain sections where you can hide behind it, right? Like it's just rubble. It's loose. It's not like it's all together.
Mm-mm. It's difficult terrain though, and if we're on top of it, that might be useful.
Ryan, is there anything over here? Is it just Is it like we're looking at a fence ways right there, or
Sorry,
obstructing that way?
I kind of didn't draw this. This back here, it's actually just a small forest.
Okay.
It's sparse though. It's
oh,
not
yes.
like dense.
So we can see into the forest decent ways then.
Yes.
Okay. Do I notice anything that way since I'm standing up looking that direction now into the forest, or do I need to roll perception?
You don't see anything that way.
Okay.
I will point out, and I'm just going to say that to Zeke, it's his decision on this, but I want to point at the rubble and say, I think that we can use that as a makeshift barrier and at least make it harder to get to us while we rain down hell on them. Let's change their ambush around.
Okay. I'd say mages and Fia flank west.
Okay.
Discreetly jump off the cart as we pass the rubble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would too.
The rest of us will continue down the path.
Okay. So, when the cart gets to like here, then we'll jump out the back and try to make it around behind the rubble.
Go this way.
Yeah. As when we get there, I'm gonna jump off and take my shield out and walk beside the horses at the front, like with shield out.
Okay.
Sorry.
Ryan, since we're jumping off on that, I'm gonna change out another weapon and go for just pull up the great axe and be ready.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what you got your great axe out right now?
Even two-handed.
Yeah, you put the other ones away and just took out the great axe.
Yep.
Okay. Is the cart going with you guys?
Up to the rubble, yeah.
Can you guys move your tokens?
Stop
yep.
the cart here, I guess. And yeah,
Okay. Where's the cart stopping?
Be just behind me.
yeah.
Okay.
What did you want me to do?
Stay with me, guy.
Stay with you. Okay.
Yeah, me, Zojak,
Keep an eye
and Fia.
on not jerks. What's his
The
name?
other guy.
The girl.
Rob's. Oh, the girl's name was Chloe.
Yeah,
Chloe's
keep an
fine.
eye on her.
Am I at a good spot?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the heck is his name? Why can't I find it? Reeve. Keep an eye on Reeve.
Reeve.
And Caleb. What is your fighting style, Caleb?
I don't know.
What do you? How do you fight? Like where? How are you most effective?
Melee range.
Bells, I guess. I don't know. I'm
Do you have a
I'm
weapon?
figuring it out.
I choose
I
nature.
think I have a quarterstaff.
Okay, melee. Gotcha.
Alright. Does this, I'm sure you've got a lot of things that you're thinking about right now, but I want to know if this looks like something I can climb.
Yeah, you could climb that if you want.
It doesn't look like something that's just going to collapse instantly if I try to get
See,
up
you
it.
didn't
Is
ask that
there enough
correctly.
rubble?
Yeah,
You asked,
it's
should I climb this? You just asked, could you?
That's what I want to know. Is
you
this
could
something that I
totally
wouldn't
climb a rubble structure. You are taking your life into your hands when you do so.
Okay, so this isn't a pile of bricks. This is a half-effort standing fucking wall and stuff, right?
This was formerly known as a house.
You know when there's an earthquake and there's rubble and they say not to move any of the stuff
Mhm.
because it could cause a cave-in?
That's what
That
you're
kind of
standing beside.
situation.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool then.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's
How
the
tall is that wall? You said 10 foot that you said?
which wall?
The wall that we're right against, it's 10 foot
The rubble.
high or?
It is in places. It's not all over.
Okay. Is it all one individual structure or is it,
It
Word.
was at one point.
is the wall that we're looking at now, is it like piece here, piece here, piece here, or is it all still interconnected?
Some of it is, some of it isn't.
Okay.
it's not together anymore.
I gotcha.
Like
Just
if you
if one part starts going, is the whole thing gonna go? Is what I'm curious on.
if you were to look, like, I don't know if you're an engineer, so Fia the engineer, but if you were to look at this, you would burn this to the ground. You don't want to live in this again.
I gotcha.
This is
All in all,
condemned.
it's just another brick in the wall to Fia.
Okay, so what's are you guys moving ahead?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll motion back. Caleb, get behind me.
I'm hoping Fia keeps moving ahead, but I am going
Yeah.
ahead along that wall.
Yeah. And Reeve, stay behind us.
So I would have made sure I stayed in
I'm
front.
whispering, what are you doing?
And then we start walking forward.
This is madness.
I want to do a perception check.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Just anything out of the ordinary,
You guys see the building here.
or listening for
Rubble.
anything.
Rabble
out of-
rousers.
If somebody's like, sneaking up on us. or
Rubble rousers.
something.
You hear something with that roll. You hear something up ahead, but you can't. I mean, it
Just
sounds
run
like
right in.
commotion, but you're not sure. It sounds like running, actually.
Mm.
And
Zeke, I hear something.
What do you hear?
it's just
I don't know exactly, but I heard something. Just so you know.
I just yell out, "Hello!"
Oh, that's good.
Is anybody there?
I
okay.
face palm.
On our side, when we would have came up to the rubble edge of that first house, I would have peered around the corner and made sure there was nothing hiding behind that side of the rubble.
Stop right there, everyone.
Okay, where we're at.
Between and
Stop
Would you-
right there. Thank
You yelled out
very
hello,
much.
did you not?
What's that?
Yep, he did.
Okay. I don't have any do I have tokens for this? What you see come out from around this corner appears to be several orcs. And there's some here.
Yep.
And how far did you yell? So we've got several orcs that are coming out right in the center. There's some from behind the town, and I need a token for this. Do you have an orc token that you made?
Yeah,
I think you do, right?
I've got a couple.
Yeah, there's a regular order.
Well, let's find out the
Zog.
exciting conclusion to this after our first break.
And I will roll out.
There's orcs pouring out of all the buildings, and let's find out if we live. Thank you for watching on Twitch. We'll be back in a few minutes. Hopefully, nobody takes a really long break. All of you. If you're watching on YouTube, next one will be posted tomorrow. And click like and subscribe and leave us a comment. We love reading those, and we'll see you in a bit. Bye.
Ooh, I can turn into a panther.